So am I. Ha 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 ha.
Hello, everyone. There's Hal. And I'm Adreden. And we've been working quite a bit on this ship and mining a crap ton of minerals. And I think Hal's going to take it away with he's got a story, and he's also going to try to get this attached bigger ship.
Yeah.
So how's it going?
Well, attached to a smaller ship. So first thing we've been doing is I put a connector in that. Now that is not actually piped into anything. It's basically just a charging port because the Scout really isn't going to be doing a lot of gathering. The idea is that if we end up someplace and we need to get around a little bit quicker or a little bit more mobile,
Yep.
we'll be able to do that.
Cool.
All right. So let's walk everyone through the ship because we are as at least as far as functionality and interior stuff is concerned, we're done. The only thing left to do is maybe do some painting or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start here in the bridge, lovely bridge that Adreden built.
Oh, thank you.
It's got a great view. If you're sitting in the chair, if you want to just kind of take a look around, you got a little bit of a view. Specifically under the chair next to you. I'm still setting up the command groups, so.
Okay.
But we do have bridge entertainment. Got a little in-flight music here. Just start playing eventually.
It's on my already.
Right. We have installed the drink dispenser. Why? Because, well, you have to have your coffee or Klein Cola whenever you're flying in space.
Yep.
Or on a planet. See, this way, even if you run out of food, you always have something to drink.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Adreden's quarters.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Nothing
the
special, but
I like the little touch of plant there. That's a nice touch.
yeah, I think I liked it. It makes it just sort of, I don't know, something. It adds something.
Why did that light go away?
I think that whole system is bugged there, Hal.
Yeah. So I put a warning system in. So basically, if you're on the bridge and the other person is back here doing something, you don't even have to say anything. All you have to do is hit a button, and it'll set off a warning system and a light. But it looks like the collision box for the lights are kind of wonky again.
I wonder if it is back here somewhere where you left it.
Yeah, probably.
You drove a couple of feet or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I moved the ship a little bit. And then my quarters.
There's some nice beds.
Yep.
Oh, you've got lockers. Ooh. Oh, I guess I have lockers. They're just by my beds.
Yeah,
location.
Yeah, you actually end up with more room than I have.
Hmm.
Because I had a little bit of a issue with where I located things because of the back wall here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So all of this is, as you might be able to tell, is pressurized. We actually have a full atmosphere in here, which is good. All of the crew quarters are pressurized, and the bridge is also separately pressurized, which is why we have all the doors open in here to basically make it easy.
Yeah.
Now, if you need access to inventory, we have direct access to the assembler. Beautiful skylights, so you get a lot of natural light in here.
Mm-hmm. Quite nice. I take pictures of these planets quite extensively.
And heading outside, we've got obviously our battery system, we've got refineries, and a crap ton of hydrogen storage.
Oh, yes.
Now, one of the biggest things that we finished is we've got the jump drives online, and as you can see, they are fully charged. So we are pretty much ready to go at this point. We have, our hydrogen thrusters in place. We've got lateral vertical control for ascent and descent, forward and retrograde. Making sure we actually have all these thrusters on here. Yes. Okay, looks good.
Yeah.
And then we put some spotlights in. There's a bunch of O2 generators. I think we got 4 O2 generators, and 4 oxygen tanks. 4 large cargo containers, and I think that's pretty much it. And then a remote. And we did put an antenna on. I think somebody on my side was actually saying, since we have the ore detector and everything, we probably should install an antenna.
Yeah.
So we do have the antenna installed.
Kind of needed the antenna because we've been mining gold like crazy. Because
we took the ship out for a bit of a quick does it work tour, and it handled pretty well. So
currently I've got my little mining chip just attached to the back end. So.
Yep. And probably the most important thing, because we have so much hydrogen on here, is we have the automated mining system. So basically what we can do is land on an ice lake somewhere, turn these drills on, let them drop down and drive in circles until we harvest as much ice as we need.
Yep, and boy, we harvested a bunch. But it's pretty insignificant compared to the size of this lake, so...
Yeah, well, I think we have like 3 million ice left or something like that. 2.5, yeah, 2 3/4. Taking everything together.
Yeah.
And our fuel tanks are almost 75% charged. All of our fuel tanks. What did that work out to be? 12, I think? Yeah. Has a lot of fuel tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 12.
Yeah. But you know what the nice thing is? Is our vehicle is trans-atmospheric.
Yes. That is very nice.
Yes. We can fly it where we need to. We can roll around when we have to.
Yeah.
Now I have a question for you. What are we going to do with your ship, your rover?
No one will mess with it on this planet, right? They know it's mine.
Probably.
I'll close the door. I don't want to go in.
Do you want to maybe when we're off camera, we'll maybe repark it over by the base?
Oh, that could work.
That way, it's there. It's in the safe zone, and when we come back, because we will be back to the Earth-like planet.
Yeah, at some point in our career.
Yeah. Because what I'm thinking is maybe reposition it, attach it to this ship, offload all of the materials, because you've got a bunch of ore and process goods and stuff, components.
So
I'm thinking,
we're not ever going to crash and have to rebuild from nothing, are we?
Well, even if we do, it's like as long as we get back to the Earth-like planet, we'll have your ship already.
I guess it's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's all fun.
So...
I mean, it's pretty easy. I think there's there's a connector in the back of this one.
Yep.
And there's cargo port here, which could be rejiggered to possibly be at correct height. So it should be pretty easy.
Well, I think that should be mostly at correct height.
Yeah, I think that's sort of how we planned it. So
yeah. I mean, it might be a little high, but we need to play around with the suspension anyway, because we're going to be trying to dock up our little lunar scout here. And like I said, basically the idea is that this little beast is in case we go someplace and we need to get around without wanting to have to drag the giant ship around that is. We're going to say... Rover Scout connector. Now I am actually going to turn off the strength, because I want to set this up so that I can figure out how far down the big rover needs to go in order to pick this thing up. I am curious. Yes, this thing's got its strength disabled now. I'll turn that off.
Yeah, it's a nice little buggy.
Do I have batteries on this? I thought I had batteries on it. Ah, I do. I'll put those to auto. Okay, so
does this one have any higher range that it goes, or you've maxed it out pretty much, eh?
What's that?
Your little rover. Not that it's gonna have like a whole lot of extra range.
What's your question?
Oh, the wheels are set to their maximum height already on your little rover.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, it's basically insignificant.
I mean, you can get about a half a meter off of it, but
Yeah. Oh, there's your antenna. Okay, cool. I didn't see where it was.
all right. So
It actually blends in really well.
go for groups. Nope, wrong. We want the wheels. Let's see. You are the subgrid wheel. Actually, let's try it. I don't know if everybody's set to the same height offset. I don't think they are.
Kind of too bad that couldn't like set each wheel to like have a minimum and maximum for itself, and then have a percentage-based modifier for group.
Yeah. How close am I to docking on that?
Less than a block, maybe a block.
Let me know when it turns ready to dock.
Got quite a ways to go still. Half a block. There's yellow.
Okay. And we're gonna grab you, and we're going to switch lock.
There it goes, green.
Mwahaha. I'm so glad this worked. It's because it doesn't always work.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm always really concerned by...
Nice.
You know, because I always wonder if it's going to, like, break or something.
Yeah. Oh, those upper wheels going the wrong way.
Yeah, no, I just playing with them.
Okay. It's pretty neat looking. I like it.
So if we do those there, and then we do the subgrid wheels, we're going to change this height offset so that hopefully all of the wheels are actually on the ground.
Look, maybe like the big ones are on the ground now. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're taking a lot of the weight, but
Well, we're not trying to have them. They're basically just there to keep us from destroying everything else.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will probably relocate that little rover.
Yeah, it is a little bit vulnerable to stuff. I guess like a ramp or something could be good.
Yeah.
But I suppose if we had built that tug, like you were talking about, transferring the batteries, we could have used it to like lift that little thing onto the roof or something. Yeah, well, it would have obscured our little skylights. So,
Well, I mean, we could actually do something with like having a side hanger or something for vehicles, where it has like a piston that drops down, grabs it, and picks it up.
Yeah. What is worth the lighting? Oh, there's an eclipse. There's like an eclipse or something going on.
Oh. Are you
The
under
lighting
the ship?
was all weird, and I was just like, didn't know what was going on.
Ah.
It's a transit. Sort.
All right. So I think we're ready to
Leave it all behind.
maybe roll.
Whee! All right, well, I'm gonna come and sit down.
All right. Just want to make sure everything is working the way we're expecting it to.
Okay.
Looks like it is. Now the question is are we ready to give this thing a test flight with the rover on it?
Sure. You've got a spare back at the other base, right?
Yeah, well, you know. Looks like we are airborne.
Yep. It's not melting that little one, of course. Far away from everything, so.
Yep. I do try to plan somewhat ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so where is our starter base? Should be over there somewhere.
Approximately, yeah.
Okay, like 22k away, I think.
Something like that. Quite a ways. But...
Alright. So let's head back over to the starter base the first base that we had. Or the first location that we had. Now, for those who have not been paying attention, we did install the Deadly Reentry and Atmospheric Flight mod. So if you notice, we now have heat.
Yeah. We have a pretty blunt-nosed vehicle, so...
Yeah. Well, and the big thing is we've got that little rover underneath, so if we get too much heat, we may run into a situation where the rover eats itself.
Oh. Well, yeah. That'll be fun.
That's okay. Wait until we try and take this thing out of atmosphere.
Yeah, it's got a pretty flat surface going up.
Yeah.
I'll have to build one of my atmospheric cruiser things.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this whole thing plays off. But what I'm kind of curious about is I believe we have the flight surfaces because of that mod. So we might need to build like actual ships. Because what we could do is I could put the orbital mechanics mod in. And we'll put one of the speed overwrite mods in as well. And it put this thing in orbit, and it's just basically our station.
Yeah. It's not the first time a vehicle has been put into orbit.
Yeah. And this time it's not a Tesla.
That's right. It is electric, though.
The Tesla? Or...
This one.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I'm kind of curious about with the, joking about the Tesla and all, I'm kind of curious as to when it gets to Mars, because basically that's what it's supposed to be doing, is it's heading to Mars.
Oh, okay.
All right. The joke is that it'll be there waiting for him when he gets there.
Yeah. We'll see. That would be pretty neat, but who knows?
Yeah. All
75 on the heat.
80.
You trying to do, Hal? Trying to wreck us? Trying to bring us down?
Well, I did get it up to like 90-ish before.
Okay. I mean, we designed this thing before we installed this mod, so...
Yeah. No, this was never meant to be used with this particular mod. Which I think is rather obvious.
Yeah.
Or at least I hope it is. I believe I can fly. There.
Oh, it looks weird. It's such a weird looking vehicle with the wheels. Oh.
Well, it almost looks like one of the Space Invader style things, like the ships from Space Invaders.
Yeah.
But it works.
It does work. It just looks like it's wheeling its way through space, or through the air, I guess.
Yeah,
one of the wheels stopped.
Well, I mean, I can do that.
Yeah. That might be a little bit better, but, I mean, whatever.
Well, and the fact that we can actually do this kind of thing in Space Engineers, I think is awesome.
That's true. We're at
I wonder if
above
there's
half
some
hydrogen. We're above half hydrogen still. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we started at 75, and the only reason we're burning quite so much is that I haven't set up autopilot, or cruise control, I should say.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, you can, if you set up groupings on your thrusters, you can have some of the thrusters, you turn them off, basically. And leave the direction that you're traveling turned on.
Right.
But it ends up saving you quite a bit of fuel. Because even when you're going forward like this, the inertial dampeners try to counteract your force.
Right.
So you're still burning more fuel than you need to.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I see the bubble.
Yay.
There it is. The shimmery bubble
Of doom.
goodness. Of doom. Doomy goodness.
Doomy goodness. Alright, so...
Enough money, though, over there. That's kind of a good thing.
Yeah. So the reason I'm heading over here is because I'm basically going to drop off the little rover. Unfortunately, this thing can't pick up the big rover. The big rover just has way too much mass.
Yeah.
I mean, I can slap a landing gear on this thing and we can try, but I have a feeling it'll end up destroying the rover.
It'll be good to leave something here.
Yeah. Well, and because we were mining all that gold and silver, I was able to complete one of those missions, so the faction has about 2 million space credits.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is I may run a few missions off camera, not on camera. But maybe run a few missions and get us up to like 5 or 6 million, 10 million.
Oh yeah.
Because if we go into space, if we find any of the ship dealers in space, all of those ships are going to be multiple millions, like low-digit millions to start.
Right. Not that we exactly need any, but...
Yeah. I mean, if we really wanted to and save up for, like 400 million,
Ooh,
we can get the big red ship.
Oh yeah. 400
That thing's,
million.
yeah, it's like 390 million or something like that.
Ooh.
Alright. Watch, we're gonna get inside the inside the bubble, and the base is going to spontaneously grow like 15 turrets and just shoot us down.
We did. Our ship is pretty much the size of this thing. Sort of
Our
what it
ship?
seems. Yeah.
I think our ship is bigger than that base, isn't it?
Oh yeah, never mind. I was looking at it from the side, and I'm like, yeah, it's not quite the same size.
Yeah, from a top-down perspective, we're about twice the size of the base.
Yeah.
That's rather awesome.
So hopefully this hill doesn't crush that little guy there.
Yeah, I'm looking for... I might have to go to the other side. And it shouldn't crush the rover,
Yeah,
because
be
it's
pretty
the
hard.
rover's the rover's protected by this ship. Because we'll come down on the wheels before we come down on the rover. That should be good.
It's interesting, the streaky lines in the shield make it kind of look like there's, I don't know, turrets or something coming off the top. It kind of makes me want to add some big rotating turrets on, I don't think, like battleship-esque turrets.
On ours,
Yeah.
we can do it.
We definitely could.
We can do it.
You might.
Give it. And I forgot you have that little rover over here.
Yeah, well, I just left it over here.
Nice.
So the same philosophy of, like, if we need to, it'll still be here kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. So I will count that as a actual successful navigation.
Yeah, that was awesome. It really did quite well.
Yeah.
And
And it didn't generate as
used-
much heat as I thought it did.
No, not really.
We used about 11% of our hydrogen
Okay.
to go 13 kilometers. So about 1% per kilometer.
Yeah.
A little more than. That's crap efficiency. But again, we haven't optimized the engines or anything, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry too much about that for right now.
And really, most of the time, we're just going to use that to, get in and out, or get off, like on or off a planet, or like clear some annoying terrain or something.
Yeah. It's not like it's intended to be an always used solution.
Hmm.
I'm hopping over to the station really quick just to see what we have in the store.
I may as well take a look too.
We had the B60.
There's my little rover. My little rover. How's it going?
See, I'd like the patrol craft to be multi-passenger.
Hmm.
Because I'm fairly certain there is a small grid. There's a small grid ship that shows up in the. They may not just be showing up in this one, but one of the factions has a small grid multiplayer, like multiple person multi-crew ship.
Okay.
But of course, now that they've changed the new cockpit to be core game,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can build something too. But I have to say, this ship actually was a lot of fun. It came out a lot better than I thought it would. I wasn't sure when we started building it, it's like...
Yeah, well, it was kind of experimental. From what yeah.
But we have jump drives.
Dude. It's an important feature of a ship.
Yep. Well, you know what we could do? We could buy some data pads and see what we've got for bases in the near area.
That's true.
Of course, this will be the one time. Yeah, there's no data pads available.
Well,
It's
we'll
like
have to go back.
Yeah, no data pads. But we got 13 zone ships. We can actually buy all of them.
That's true.
Alright, let's see what we got contract-wise. Any good in acquisition?
Raider.
Yeah, I'll
I'd
accept
be
that.
curious about the ATV Survivor, but
Isn't that the one that you bought? Oh, no, that's the Rescue Rover. Is the one you have.
yeah, it looks like a slightly different one. Zapper and the buggy.
Yeah, I mean, the ATV Survivor is technically multiple people. It's got a cockpit and then a couple of chairs on it.
Okay. Well, that'll be for another time.
Yeah. I have to say, they did a really good job with the choices in vehicles.
Yeah, they managed to get that pretty well and nicely balanced out for the most part, because, like, the progression was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
So,
See, like the freighter, I'd like the freighter to be either a multi-cockpit or at least a cockpit with a chair on it.
mm-hmm.
But the patrol craft, that's just a missed opportunity. That really should have been multiplayer.
Yeah.
Especially given that it's got turrets and stuff on it too.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You should have put our little 3 cockpitted weird thing. In there.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, you can still submit to Keen, but there's no guarantee that they would use it,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean, I'm not really worried about it. I think we only needed 70 for that, right? Trying to generate some quick money here so we can get another 1,000,000 credits out.
Yeah. So, yeah, still have 2,000 there.
That was a... Did we mine any cobalt?
I did. I think I may have left it in the other refinery. I don't remember. I'll look it up, though. Cobalt. We have 3K.
Awesome.
Almost 4K.
Awesome. I'm about to take 350 of it.
Oh, that's pretty... That's not a problem.
That's good. I'm generating revenue.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 350 I needed. So for the folks who are watching at home, yes, this is how we kill our time in game. entirely too frequently. But yeah, so this is basically how when we generate revenue off camera. This is how we do it.
Yeah.
The rest
Mostly
of the
pretty
acquisition-
easy.
Yeah, the rest of the acquisition missions just aren't worth it.
No.
The hauling missions, dude. Oh, I forgot to tell you. For the folks who watch my single player series, you're gonna find out about this. You would have found out about this on Wednesday, I think.
Okay.
Either Wednesday or Friday, I don't remember. But so I found a mission for 21 million.
Whoa.
And it was to deliver something like 120 gold or something like that.
Hmm.
And this is after Keen redid the missions.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was one. I took a delivery contract because in my single player I need thruster components, and I'm trying not to go mine the platinum and everything.
Right.
And so I've started pirating.
Right.
I'm sorry. I have started aggressively accepting unwilling donations. Or involuntary donations.
That's what the title's about.
Yeah. But I ended up doing a delivery mission because none of the pirates were spawning. I think they're frightened of me now. I've done like 3 or 4 ship assaults in just a spacesuit with a rifle.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed those in the earlier versions of Space Engineers.
Yeah.
Always a bit tricky playing it on somebody else's computer, but...
Yeah, but basically what happened was I got tired of waiting for things to spawn. So I took a deep, it was one of those delivery missions, one of the cargo haulers.
Mm-hmm.
And it spawns at like 2,500 kilometers, right? Or 25,000 kilometers from where you are. So I get all the way out there, and with the ship that I'm using, and I actually had the material that they needed. So I turn around, I pick it up, and I'm like, oh, okay, here you go. Yeah,
Yep.
21. So the delivery mission was like 8 million, right? A little over 8 million.
Wow.
And then the acquisition mission was almost 23 million. It was 22.6 something, I think.
Hmm.
It was absolutely hilarious. I'm sitting there going, wow, that's the quickest 30 million I've ever made. It only took me like 3 hours to get here and 3 hours to get back.
Yeah. Huh.
I hate those hauling missions.
Yeah.
And it's like right after I did the hauling mission, I destroyed the ship that I had that could do it.
Oh.
I grounded. It was like, yeah. So from the time we're recording, it would have been like last Wednesday or Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of videos back. It was between between 2 videos where I basically had the ship and then I didn't.
Right.
Because I marked it for grind down and used the parts to work on the battleship.
Right. Yep. Cool.
Oh.
We'll
Oh.
all have to go and check that out on Hal's channel.
Yeah. So when are you going to start doing your single-player Space Engineer stuff? Mr. 7 Days to Die Zombie Killer.
I don't know. I've definitely been getting more and more of the itch at times. Like, I really want to build a giant hydrogen-based ship.
Yeah.
So, kind of like this, but small grid.
Yeah. Well, I still have the blueprint for Stone Skipper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've been really tempted to spawn that into a world. And it's just it had so many mods on it. I don't even remember all the mods that were on that thing.
Yeah, that would be great. It had, yeah, all the, like, small ships go large and various other glass ones and such.
Yeah, we had the Windows and More, the Mr. Coffee mod, Bob. There was just so many things.
Yeah.
It was absolutely crazy.
That was a fun build, though.
That was an awesome build. I had a lot of fun with that. S'more was still making videos at that point.
Yeah, it was.
Oh. So that was what, like 2.5 years ago now?
Was it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is, wow, I feel really old now.
Yeah.
And we've gone from that to basically building something similar but large grid.
Yeah.
All right, so I think the rest of what we need to do is stuff that needs to happen off camera. So I think this might be a short video for us today.
Yeah, a little shorter than normal.
Yeah, it's about 60%, a little over half, you know.
Yeah. And then
We usually do 1 hour on these, but
we can...
we just don't really have a whole lot planned right now because we spent so much time getting all of the background work done. We kind of ran out of time.
Yes, mining gold sucks. And I didn't bring the miner that was attached to the back. I didn't bring it to our mining site, so to do it all by hand.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, you know, went a little bit faster than going to get it and come back with it. So
Yeah, yeah. I was like on the fence about going back, and then oh well.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're all done.
Yeah. Yeah, we got what we needed. I think what I'm going to do is wait for the respawn on the vendors. Get a couple of data pads, and then when we come back next time, we'll see if we have anything in near orbit, and if so, we'll head out that way. Go pick up some ships, maybe.
Yeah,
Generate
that'll be
a little revenue. Yeah.
Because we'll be, well, for me, it'll be quite neat and exciting to see.
Yeah, because as a faction, we've got just under 4 million, I think. We're going to deposit all of it. Ah, I hate that.
God, this thing is far away.
Yeah, we have just over 4 million.
Okay.
So we actually have enough to buy a small ship, like one of the lighter ships, from the orbitals. If we can find an orbital shipyard.
Right.
Yeah, that's a complete roll of the dice there. All right, I think that's going to do it for us, because I think everything else now is just planning. We got to see the ship in motion. We got the
cargo.
Yeah, we got transfer to cargo. Got the little rover over here set up.
Yep.
Oh, I know I was going to check. I was going to check to see. See, we don't actually have the flight surfaces.
Oh, okay. Well.
So yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to add one of the flight mods in.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to try to build something off camera as a concept design, and then see if I can build it in here.
Yeah. Well, if you do, let me know which mod you're using,
Hmm.
and I'll get them loaded.
Okay, well, I'll probably try to do it with very few mods, but we'll see.
All right.
Draw
So
signal.
on that note, well, thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you are new to our channels, haven't done so already, or just want to do something nice for us on this lovely, lovely day, be sure to hit that subscribe. And if you're watching from my side, links to Adreden's channel will be down in the description. Or if you are on my landing page, you will actually be able to find him linked directly on the other channels.
Hmm. Same with mine. Hal is linked on there, so go check out his stuff, especially if you love Space Engineer.
And I think both of us have a couple of things running on and off, so
Yeah, we definitely got a mix of content in our back
yeah.
catalogs.
Yeah, various games. We sometimes do one-offs. We try to do, at least as far as we're concerned, we try to keep it multiplayer when we're doing stuff.
Hmm.
So there is a little bit of crossover there, but you know, there's some single-player things on both channels. So
Yep. Rare.
all right, so I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week, and we'll be back here next time with more Space Engineers with Adreden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good
That's
time, guys.
And as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.
Bye.